It's 7 minutes after 10 o'clock, and you know what we do every single Thursday here on the show. You know what we do. We do the Hanging Out feature, and today we're hanging out with a legend. There's a legend in our midst. We are celebrating an icon on our Hanging Out feature. She has captured our hearts for almost 4 decades. She has comforted the nation during difficult times. She has inspired a generation of broadcasters, and she gave us love every single night, right? When she was reading the news, she told us that she loves us. And on Tuesday, she read her last Xhosa bulletin on SABC1, and millions of South Africans tuned in as she bid us farewell. And she's now retired, but damn, she has served us with excellence. And today we celebrate here. So let's welcome Mam Noxolo Grootboom, everyone.
Wow! Jike bantwana behlala asikukukazi esibapikwa ngqingqwa madoda ixholanga likaxhosa elimabalabala udizadala kade bamkhohlaza bathi ngudambo ndini kudele bamqongqotha kukasidebe kudala usophulela alala Noxolo Grootboom alala uyingqonyela yenqanganqanga eqingqeke engqondweni Kuba kaloku ingqondo ingqaye qulethe ingqaka engqimphilili ale madoda ihlankomele ihlala samhlaba uhlangene into ethethe kamnandi madoda iqala inkonzo ebhube sibharhumla yonto sisithi ngolo hlobo ngulisa kajambase kumamfene madoda usakomfeliweni nguhlathi kasanzana yolonto ndisithi khona kubo konsentine masentala kuba kaloku amajengi khiwa gibile yolonto xa ndimkahlela ndisithi sinegugu nelunda ngawe bakukhahlela phezu komlambo iqhili bakukhahlela phezu komlambo umphoshe phantsi kwentaba amadoda zikajonga intaba kwisizwe samaxhosa jikelele yolonto ndisithi she's the queen of Calipa, the icon of Africa, the woman of integrity, the noble of the nobility. You know, don't get the city. You can go on and Noxolo Matota. I am Fuka Gwanyasi, can be Fukasi. A city Sebashaya Matwana. You know, don't get the city. Pambili, Noxolo Grootboom, Pambili.
Pambili.
Africa, you are getting I'm not taking a child, I'm a daughter. Dear Koba, dear Songa, dear Kashela. Nasi Longan Kubo. Yoling Gangan Goto. Jolo Gesi City. Ya. Pambili, get Kabugasana Pambili.
Pambili.
Yo.
Hala, hey, let's ululate. Hello, Mama.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sure you're out of tears now.
Yeah. Hi, man. What are you guys doing to me?
You've been crying a lot over the last 2 days.
And now, this introduction.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Wow. Enkosi kakhulu mbongi yasekhaya. Ubamba ngazibini umamfene. Uthixo kusikelele. Uthixo kwandisele. Uthixo kuphe ingqondo enzulu ukucinga. Uqhubeke ngalomsebenzi wenzayo. Ndiyakuhlonipha mina ndimdala ndingaka kodwa ndiziva ndimncinci. Tamakho.
How are you doing?
I am fine.
Yeah. I was saying to you outside that you should be resting. This is the second day of your retirement, and you have been waking up very early because we're not letting you rest. We want you for interviews.
Yes.
How has it been though? The last 2 days, and I guess this is what happens when you're a legend, right? When you have the country and you've served the country with such excellence and you've captured their hearts. When you describe the last 2 days, how would you describe them?
I really don't have words to describe them, Clement. Because there is a question that I just cannot find an answer to. What is it that I've done to deserve all this? I mean, you know, I said it. I put it like this in my close on Tuesday. Imvula, yothando, a rain of love. This outpouring of love. What is it that I've done, Bemi basemzansi, to deserve all this? This is humbling. Humbling.
I mean, you were even trending on Twitter. Are you even on Twitter? You trended for so many days.
What's Twitter? What's that again?
Because you were trending and I was thinking, is she even aware of Twitter? Is she even there on Twitter? I mean, a whole president paid tribute to you, moved the family meeting from 7 o'clock until 7:30.
Wow. Yes, that was the ram on top. Not the cherry on top, but it was the ram on top. You know, he actually he did it for me.
Your name means peace, the mother of peace. And I think you exude that. I was telling my colleague Bongani Bingwa this morning that you exude that. And your level of humanity. I mean, after serving us with such excellence for almost 4 decades, for you to still come and say, I don't know what I've done, I think it's just incredible. God must have been, and you've said this before, that God must have been in a good mood when he created you. I grew up watching you. I first met you at a wreath laying ceremony. You probably don't remember this. I think about 6 or 7 years ago, it was Chris Honey's wreath laying ceremony. And in the East End, this is 6 years ago, I was starstruck. I took pictures with you. I even posted some of those pictures today on social media. So when you came in, I'm like, where do I even start with you, right? Where do I even start this conversation with you? But here's where I want to start. I want to play a clip of when you were doing your Xhosa bulletin and you finished with these words.
BoMzantsi Afrika nindothusile nindosule ukubila ndibamba ngazibini ngenkxaso yenu engagungqiyo nanga ngoko ningosulelana ngoluthando enilwehlise njengemvula phezukwam ziphele iziganeko ezibeka ichaphaza kwilizwe lethu iziganeko zempalalogazi yomntontsundu ngesandla somntontsundu siyazalana sizwe simnyama nindithandile nam ndanithanda nanga ningalala ngobubusuku nophethe ingubo yemvisiswano uxolo nothando ndinithanda nonke emakhaya.
That was beautiful. And I'm going to be honest with you. So I watched it. So I was on air actually at 7 p.m. because I was reading the news on ENCA, but I was recording it at home. So when I got home, I watched your bulletin. I didn't understand a single thing you said. But for some reason, I kept on watching until past. And that's the incredible thing about you. Please help me understand what you were saying to us in that clip that I've just played. What were you communicating there? Because I was thinking, is it a Xhosa metaphor? It sounds amazing. Whatever it is, I don't understand it, but it sounds incredible. What were you saying to South Africans in those words?
In that particular clip.
That particular clip.
Can you just play it again,
Let's
Clement?
play it again.
Because I was just busy.
You're talking about
I was just
yeah.
busy. Okay. It's just what I've just said to you. I didn't know that you're going to actually play that clip. I spoke about imvula yothando eniyehlise phezu kwami. You know, it's like floods of rain that you've allowed. I'm translating it literally, but it's like floods of rain that the floods of love that you've allowed, you know, to flow over me, like the outpouring of love, you know. Just imagine doing a story, South Africa is flooded, you know. That's exactly how I felt, immersed in this, you know, immeasurable love by South African.
That's incredible. What was it difficult for you to say goodbye?
Very, very difficult. Even writing that in the office, it took so much from me. I was just an hour away from going on air. I was going through the scripts and I had to write my introduction. I had to write my close. And when it came to that goodbye that I had to write, I'm a fast typist.
Yeah.
I can dance on that keyboard.
Oh, yeah?
But that's the longest time I've spent on a keyboard.
Wow.
Trying to write a 1-minute message. It took so much because, the emotions into writing that. By the way, you are writing this for the last time. By the way, you are saying this to your darlings. By the way, you are saying this last goodbye to the people who have made you the person that you are today. By the way, you are writing this to the people who have taught you valuable lessons over the years, who have taught you humility, people who have taught you that Ubuntu, ngumntu ngabantu, people who have instilled the values of Ubuntu in you.
And we felt it. Whatever you wrote on that keyboard, we felt it. And like I say, I may not have understood a single word, but for some reason I was moved with tears when I was listening to you. And when you sang Ngintanda Nonke Makaya every night, we felt it, and we didn't know who this woman is. We've never met you, but for some reason we were able to connect with you. So we're going to get to know you today. And one of your favorite musical groups is Ladysmith Black Mambazo. You've given us a playlist and we'll be playing your favorite songs in between our conversation. So here's one of those songs. It's called Hello My Baby. Why do you like this song so much?
It is because I love Ladysmith Black Mambazo. And all the time when I was watching them, especially on TV, I would imitate them.
That move the album.
And move now. And whenever they would say, hello, my baby, like, they're talking to me. They're talking to me. And I was like, the baby is here. The baby is here.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Let's listen to it.
Hanging out with Clement
On 702.
Let's walk the talk.
It's 25 minutes after 10 o'clock. Our hanging out feature today, on our hanging out feature, we are hanging out with Noxolo Grootboom, Noxolo. And I want us to get to know her now, and I want us to go to her childhood. You were born in Lady Frere. You grew up in Hilltown in the Eastern Cape. You were raised by your grandparents, and I want to know how it was like growing up in those areas. But first of all, I want to ask you, do you know who Daisy is?
Daisy.
Daisy, Amazi, Daisy.
Batani. Umama.
Well, umama ko ula manje on the line. We've got her on the line.
Hi, Bo.
Hello, Ma'am Daisy. Unjani? Ndiphilile. Umntanakho apha umntanakho.
Hi, Bo.
Yeah, we celebrating her, Mama. We're really celebrating her, and I thought we should give you a call so that, because we want to also understand where she comes from. Are you surprised? Because some of us are in awe of your child and just the brilliance and the excellence with which she has served the country. Did you know when she was young that she was destined for greatness?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course. I knew then. Because the signs were there.
Oh, wow. What were the signs? What was she doing?
She was a lively child, Easy to communicate with other people, with children. Noxolo was a lively child from the beginning.
What do you want to tell her today?
I love her. She must keep it up. She must always be Noxolo. And nobody else. She must be Noxolo.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you for birthing this legend. And thank you for raising her. We are celebrating her today, but we're equally celebrating you as well as a mother. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Mam Noxolo.
Eish, what a sweet surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, that woman is my rock. Together, we've been through thick and thin. Circumstances beyond our control brought us to Johannesburg. And together we worked so hard to rebuild our lives. When she refers to me, she says, "When mntanam uyindoda yam, you are my husband." One thing that I will always appreciate about my mom is that when she got divorced, she was still the most beautiful woman in the land. Any man would have asked her hand in marriage, but she chose us. She made a conscious decision that me, uThand'uxolo, noMangaliso will always have her in our lives, and we will never share her with anyone else. And I'm grateful to her. She's not a demanding mother. She's so appreciative. Even if you buy her amanqina enkuku, amawutwana and chicken necks, she will make a meal of those and not complain. I appreciate her so much. I thank God that God chose her to be my mom. I love her very much.
That's beautiful. And it's incredible that you can still say those words to her. And I'm so glad that she can celebrate you. You can also celebrate her while she's still alive.
Thank you for that surprise, Kobo.
I'm glad you loved it.
I never expected that you could do such for me.
Wow.
And I never, this is the first time that I get an opportunity to profess my appreciation and undying love to her. At 60, this is the first time that, Unomatotolo gives me that opportunity to say that to her. Thank you so much, Manyathela.
Thank you, ma. Thank
Ukwanda
you.
kwaliwa ngumthakathi.
Ngazuthini, mara. Thank you. Wanda, what does it mean, ma? Wanda, ngumthakathi. I know mthakathi, yeah?
I will translate.
Yeah.
I will translate it to you literally.
Yeah.
It is only witchcraft that will stand in the way of growth.
Thank you. I take it. I accept it. Thank you, ma.
Hanging out with Clement
On 702.
Let's walk the talk.
It's 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. I'm hanging out with Noxolo Grootboom. She's, akasakhali manje, and I apologize for making you cry, but you say it was a beautiful surprise. We called her mother earlier, Daisy, and she told Noxolo how much she's proud, and Noxolo had an opportunity to also just profess her love for her mother. So I want to quickly take some calls before then we'll continue with our conversation. I see we've got Lillian Dube on the line. Hello, Mom Lillian.
Hello, my darling.
How are you?
I envy you. I love that lady. Noxolo mtase.
Hi, Ndangam.
You know, I've just been crying. You made me cry. I just want to say I'm so proud of you.
Wow.
And that's when I'm calling uPresident besingakhulumisani. uPresident wavala utshwala with Yamzonda ngoku ndimxolele ngokukunika imbeko.
Wow.
Ekufaneleyo. I still remember you as if it was yesterday. Xa bekuphuma uTata Mandela. Indlela you behaved, you were touched, but Noxolo, I've got nothing but respect for you. West awumhlesana undifuze wandixela.
Mamlile.
So young, ufana nami ungathi uzana njini?
Ufana nawe mhlambe umntwana wakho.
Sawuthetha ukuthi your granny used to do the reading and yazi wandithatha wandibeka kokwethu elisuthu ndikhule ngeentsomi zomakhulu zandakha.
Yeah. Oh, Mam Lillian, thank you so much for your call. Thank you for calling in. Sidi, you're in Randburg. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement. How are you?
I'm all right, Sidi. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure.
I was not going to be doing it justice if I don't make this call today. To be one of millions to thank that woman sitting next to you. My name is Titi Dipoko. She knows me very well. I used to be, I know.
She's responding now, yeah.
I used to be a weather presenter for SABC2. But Clement, what touches my heart is that the first time I got a post to be a technical director, I had to direct that woman. And she gave me so much respect because sometimes the anchors they are big-headed and they undermine you as a young woman being a technical director. I remember I went to her desk and I said, "Are you presenting today?" She said, "Oh, you're a technical director. Congratulations." Oh, Clement, my love, I'm Lord. I was like, "Oh, thank God." She accepted me to direct her. Clement, she is so professional. She comes to studio with her script. Every time we're on a clip, she's rehearsing every line.
Yeah.
They never take an advantage of knowing that I've been doing this for years. Xhosa is my mother's tongue. I will do what I like. She rehearses every line. You know, sometimes when you're on a clip, you can check your cell phone, you can respond to tweets, which there's nothing wrong. But Mama Noxolo, she's always on her script, rehearsing the next line as if she never studied Xhosa or it's not even her language. You understand what I'm saying?
No wonder everything was just on point, perfect and excellent. Sidi, I thank you for such a beautiful call. Mam Noxolo.
Oh, I remember Sidi very well, and I miss her, and I miss those hugs. You know, I love her very much. Ngabantwana bam aba Clement. I leave the SABC rich.
Yeah.
Dinabantwana abaninzi.
Omunye la uthi Clement, please don't do this to Umamfene. She's making us all cry all over again. You are loved. Sithi sonke emhlabeni. Mamxolo siyakuthanda. This is nobuhle. And there are some voice notes as well that have been coming through.
Clement, you're literally bringing tears to my face right now, listening to Mam Noxolo. You're high. Nyan Nyan, you age beautifully and gracefully, Mama. You such a darling. Siyakuthanda nathi emakhayeva. Just remind me of your ex-colleague Utat Izimachila. I used to love to listen to the both of you just because of the way you guys read news in African language. It's exquisite.
Clement, please ask Mama Noxolo, how does she keep herself so young? Man, she's still looking stunning. And they say she must go and retire. We need to reconsider this retirement age. Seriously now. People like this can't just retire and go home and look after her grandchildren. It's unacceptable. She's still fresh. I saw her on the TV. No, she's so young.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Please ask her the secret of keeping her so young. Thank you.
So I want to ask you the secret of that, but before that, I heard you were with on 947, which was our sister station. My colleague Anela was talking to you, and she asked you, have you ever received like endorsements from L'Oreal? And you said you've never, right? So we got in touch with L'Oreal and we said, please, why don't you prepare a gift? And they said, we would love to. So they've prepared this package for you from L'Oreal because you're such a beautiful... Mahlatsi here, the chief EWN chief editor, helped us talk to L'Oreal, and
This is Noxolo, baby. We are standing here, and you allowed us to dream. Watching you from when I was a little girl, and then coming into the SABC, a young 18-year-old, arriving into your arms. All of us are really, truly blessed, especially I think as black girls, to think that we can be broadcasters it's all because of you. And we just want to say thank you very much from Team Eyewitness News, from 702, and actually also our friends in L'Oreal. And to actually say one of them was actually a journalist who was there at the SABC, also very proud of you. So like they say, you are truly, truly worth it. Thank you, Siyabonga. You can go and rest. You are queen. You are power. We love you very, very much.
Amen.
So much, my baby.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you so
beautiful.
much.
That's beautiful. It's 18 minutes. Great. Hey, Mupedi. All right. So, Mam Noxolo, maybe answer that question. How do you keep? I mean, you've not changed. You have not changed a single bit. What's the secret?
Ndakuxelela xa siphuma apha kaloku andithi sine under 18s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when you're off air.
I think you will enjoy that gift from L'Oreal. Let's talk about you saying goodbye to the SABC. You said it was difficult. You've covered so many major political events. The funerals of Chris Hani, Joe Slovo, Bob Mandela, Sisulu, Tambo, Mam Tambo, Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela, and others. No wonder they nicknamed you Undertaker.
Yep.
Huh?
Undertaker.
But you're a serious undertaker, eh? And didn't you also read like an obituary at the funeral of Akumzi, right? The television producer.
May his soul rest in peace. Yeah.
So tell us that story.
Uyazi Akumzi ne ndimthanda kakhulu. Ndimthanda ngokungazenzi. Siyabona ndithetha ngaye like in the present.
Yeah.
Akumzi apparently had this wish. And wayithetha, you know, that Noxolo Grootboom will be the one who will read the obituary yam when I'm no more. Yazi, when uZenande Mfenyana told me that, I wanted to die with him. And I said to them, listen, for Akumzi, I will do anything. Uyayazi mosi, andiyazi ntoni why people when they approach us to do things, the first thing they ask, how much is it going to cost to do that? You know? I was like, please don't insult me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do my services free of charge as an undertaker.
Yeah, the undertaker.
That's why they all come to me. But you know, it was a way. I am very happy that they asked me to do that, because it was my own way of saying, Lala ngoxolo, phumla ngoxolo Akumzi. I really appreciated that from the family.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. I want to ask you your thoughts, and this has been the last 2 days have been also emotional for some of the colleagues at the SABC. I mean, you left on the same day that the SABC announced about 600 jobs were being shared, and I imagine there are people that you know that you worked with. Was it a bittersweet moment for you on that day?
Not just on that day.
Yeah.
It still is. And will remain like that until I die. Because it will always say to me, your retirement was tied to a very, very sad day. To many that I nurtured at the SABC. You know, I wake up every day and say, what a tragedy that so-and-so is no longer there. You know, and I wonder, especially those young ones, you know, abanabantwana basakhulayo, who still have to go through primary school, you know, pre-primary school. How are they going to make it under these circumstances? Because South Africa, the job market I mean, it's not friendly at all.
It's not.
Hopes that they will be able to get jobs are not that high. Because with the experience that they have, there are only so many opportunities or media houses, that are available.
Yeah, every sector of the economy has really been affected at
Yeah,
this
it's
point.
bleeding. Yeah.
Hanging out with Clement
On 702.
Let's walk the talk.
It's going up to 10 minutes now before 11 o'clock. Mam Noxolo Grootboom is still in studio with us. You've got 4 kids.
Yes.
You've got 5 grandchildren. Is it 5?
5.
You're going to get busy during retirement days. So it's Dawn, Zwelakhe, Bongani, and is it Nokwanda?
Nokwanda, yes.
So those are your 4 children. Nokwanda, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo.
Nokwanda, we've got your mother. Did you? She's so shocked. She is so shocked. What a legend of a mother you have. Unjani ekhaya, how is she at home?
She is so strict. I mean, growing up, she was the stricter parent between her and my dad.
What?
And I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If she would say no to something, I would go and ask my dad, and he would 99 out of 100 times say yes. So she is so strict.
Yeah.
Dishes are a no-no. She doesn't want to see dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
She just wants order.
Yeah. Ufuni order.
That's her. Ufuna order.
And how has it been being raised by someone who's so revered? Were there any pressures? I mean, when you guys walk into malls, are you often, have people come to you guys, want to say hi to Mama? How was it?
I mean, I had a fairly regular childhood. I mean, there was nothing special about growing up. For me, it was normal. She was my mom. So the only difference was, okay, a trip at the mall could be, people are staring. They're like, Nguye. And eventually they'd ask her, and she'd be like, yes, it's me. And, they'd be so crazy and so surprised. And I didn't get it. But I'd be like, she's just my mom.
She's just my mother. Yeah. And she was shouting at me this morning, telling me to wash the dishes.
This morning, telling me I washed the dishes last night, and she had to wash them at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So, I don't get how you guys are going crazy over this lady.
Over this lady, yeah. What is this with this lady? What do you want to say? What do you want to say to her, Nokwanda?
I just want to tell her that I am so proud of her. She's my favorite person.
Oh.
And I love her so much. I want to thank her for everything. She knows she sacrifices so much, not just for us at home. She's the type of person to give the last penny in her purse. And I wish her all the best. And I want her to choose herself for one. Put herself first. And she knows that I love her so much. Even though she made me angry this morning by waking me up at 6 a.m.
She woke you up at 6?
I mean, looking for something that was under her bed. But she is my favorite person in the world, and I love her. And if I'm half the woman that she is, then I would have achieved so much in my life. But I just want to tell her that I love her so much.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nokwanda. Thank you for taking our call. Mama?
Clement. Had you told me that you've come to slaughter me this morning, I would have said no. Because that's exactly what you're doing. She's right. I was looking for my sneakers. They were under my bed.
You just didn't look under my bed.
I thought maybe she might have taken them because we're the same size 3.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, my goodness.
That's beautiful. Right?
Oh, that's my
beautiful.
baby.
She says you must put yourself first. And I want to know, what are you going to do now? Retirement. What do you plan on doing? Are you going to travel? Are you going to spend more time with family? I heard you say Yokjola manje with your husband.
Yes, I'm putting them first.
Yeah.
I'm definitely putting them first. And ndiyojola notatabo man for a change. You know yabona Clement, can it hey man sibona uNoxolo swinga nenyi out mall. You've never said that before. You know, Kendenzi headlines, you know, nam for a change. You know, that's exactly what I want to do. First 3 months, Clement, spending time with my family.
That's incredible. I want to talk about the Xhosa language. You've been an ambassador for the Xhosa language. You've embraced it. Like I say, I used to watch you, even your last bulletin, I watched it till the end. I understood nothing, but I still watched. And sometimes we go and ask, what does she mean by this? Why was that so important for you?
You know, the moment I realized the role that isiXhosa has played towards the betterment of my life, I respected it. It is because of isiXhosa that there was food on the table. It is because of isiXhosa that there were shoes on the feet of my children. It is because of isiXhosa that, you know, I could put unokwanda through school. I've never been to varsity, but isiXhosa made it possible that that doesn't happen to my children. Today I am proud because they've, you know, I managed to open doors on higher education institutions, doors that were never opened in my era.
That's which is why I want to bring in Imbongi, Mandy Simtida, who did that incredible praise singing for you in the beginning. Mandy, did you write that? When did you write? I know we contacted you yesterday. We're like, cook up something for Mama. You know, talk to me about what you do and how it was writing that.
No, I never even write it. I just got a call yesterday. To come and recite a poem for Mama or Noxolo Grootboom, which I'm very, very proud of. So I was just improvising.
Wow.
It just came through my mind.
Wow.
So
beautiful.
Because when you talk about legendary people who has influenced your life, you can't lose words. You know, you just express your heart because you have a lot of things you see that you have been admiring to them. So she's one of people that she has been influencing my life, especially because when she was reading news, she has those jargon words, you know, those poetic words. If you are a poet, you will like to listen from her because you get those that information you see in that rhythm of Xhosa language. So she's such an inspiration to me, and I was very, very impressed and honored to come and recite a poem for her.
And we thank you because we called you yesterday, and thank you for availing yourself. Mam Noxolo, I want to take some more calls, so thank you, Mandy. Tsidi Bishop is on the line to us. Hello, Tsidi.
My shorts, how are you?
How my shorts? Hey bantu, uClement uyathakatha liqhirha.
I don't know what she just said, but it sounds beautiful.
But it sounds beautiful. You've worked with Mam Noxolo, eh?
Yes, I've worked with her, but there's a story I'd like to share.
Yeah, please.
I had a friend of mine who was not from this country, but who used to watch Noxolo on the news. And she wanted to go around, and we happened to catch the Xhosa news, and we went into the studio. And she was reading, and there's something that she does when she's going through the script during when they're playing inserts. She twitches her nose a little bit, and she'll keep twitching her nose. And when they count her down, that stops immediately, and she goes into the auto cue.
Oh, wow.
And my friend saw that, and she was like, oh, my God, I cannot believe the professionalism. It's like she's on autopilot. It just switches from that, and it goes straight to this Noxolo that we see on the screen. That behind the screen is the human that you hear, beautiful, smiling, playful, and everything. And the twitching of the nose, I was so surprised because I'd never seen it before. She saw it because she was seeing her live in person on the day. And my shorty is how we used to greet each other. We used to, I can't even tell who's shorter than who, but all we knew is that we competed about our land.
Okay, Tsidi.
My shorts. Yeah. Thanks, my shorts.
Been sevens and non.
We worked together, and I think we were the shortest in the office. Yeah. Oh. And we called each other Shorty my shorts.
Shorty my shorts. I've lost track of time. Abel, do we still have a break? Oh, we don't have a break. Yes. Mam Noxolo, I want to say thank you so much. As your surname says, Grootboom. May you continue to be the great tree that provides shade and comfort when needed the most. May you continue to be so gracious.
Wow.
I wasn't surprised when you announced on TV that you have accepted a calling to be a preacher. Because that's one of the things you said, when you were on your last bulletin. You are so gracious, you are so kind, you exude peace, and we thank you and we celebrate you today. Thank you so much for being you and for inspiring us so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Any last words to South Africans?
Akho izawutshintsha. Nothing is going to change bemi boMzantsi Afrika. Dawuhlala ndinithanda ngalo lonke ixesha. Kodwa ke kuba ndifumana elithuba. Mandithi wanga uThixo anganikhusela kwizirhintyelo zotshaba. Abasemnyameni maliphume ilanga kubo. Senithi xa niyokubeka inhloko hayi njengoba ubusuku kuphela kodwa ngawo onke amaxesha niyobeka inhloko nilale nombethe ingubo yothando imvisiswano noxolo dinithanda nonke emakhaya.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.